conclusion, Comrade Sun Shaowan is an ideal citizen under the great era of our reform. So now, on behalf of the county party, I hereby commend his deed for helping and supporting the poor.
That was really nice.
Finally, under the leadership of our comrade Sun Shaowan, I wish our compatriots every success in making the brick factory flourish and prosper.
Thank you, Mr. Zhou. Thank you.
Hey, look, it's Branch Secretary Futong. Please say a few words, sir.
Will you be quiet? You're not qualified to speak here.
Then you speak.
I'm not qualified too. These are key cadres and key leaders.
Hello, Mr. Zhou. How do you
Secretary
do?
Tian.
Director Bai, Yuan.
Uncle,
Secretary Tian, stay here.
you may sit here.
I haven't been well in the last few days. Right, Mr. Zhou. You're a learned person after all. You're highly articulate. Unlike me, I'm basically illiterate. So it would be best to just say a few words. As you people all know, Sun Shaowan, like most of us here, was once a farmer too, right? In our village, his family circumstances were the most wretched. But now it's different. Shaowan has become the most prosperous person in our village. The world continues to change, and policies have continued to change too. Many people in our village have become fairly prosperous now. But as party branch secretary, I have to remind every one of you here that regardless of how world affairs change, we always have to hold fast to the party line. All I'm saying is, don't do flamboyant things. When you become rich, don't let your success cloud your mind. Always remember our duty as farmers. In all honesty, I have great admiration for Shaowan. This boy has a lot of drive. He was bold enough to borrow over 10,000 yuan from the bank, right? And he brought together dozens of people like you to run this brick factory. He has even invited Mr. Zhao, our county chief, to come today. And yes, he has made his lighting ceremony a very spectacular event. And I, Chan Fu-Tang, have to admit that Sun Shaowan is a talent and a gift to our Shuangshui village. That's all.
My dear leaders, the time has come. We can light the fire now. Shaowan.
Mr. Zhou.
Oh. All right.
He just left.
Look, everyone, look over there!
Uncle! Why don't you eat first before you leave? You attended their lighting ceremony. Thank you so much.
Why thank me? Did you honestly think I came because of you? Don't forget I'm still the village boss here, and this is village business. So I must take an interest.
And you are still my uncle. Still the same uncle who calls my father boy. Whatever the case may be, you came, so I must thank you. After all, in the past...
Don't mention the past. Are you going to talk to me about you and Runya again? Huh? Yes, you can now hold your head high. But my daughter has to spend the rest of her life with a handicap. Did you think I would have hard feelings about it? Let me tell you, Shawan, I've never regretted for 1 minute, even now, that you and Runya are not married.
I know.
Whether she has a good life or a bad life is a different thing. It's a separate thing altogether. And it's not because my daughter didn't marry you. Although you're rich now, you're still a farmer. I'll say this again. You can take the farmer out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the farm. My daughter is a cultured and educated person. She should marry a husband who has a government job. Even if that husband only has one leg.
There appear to be small stones in here. Huh?
Sean!
What's wrong? Stop running! Don't run! What's wrong?
Hurry! Go back and take a look. Grandma's sick.
She's sick?
Yes! It's an emergency. Her tummy hurts terribly. She hasn't eaten at all since she woke up.
Let's
All right,
go.
hurry back then.
Yes, I will.
I'll wait for you.
She has to go to the hospital. Quick, get a cart and send her to Shigashi Hospital.
Grandma doesn't want that. She asked me to get that divine healer, Lu Yao. He's calling the gods at home.
Calling the gods?
Yes!
Grandma.
Grandma!
Father, stop carrying on with this crazy practice. Come on. Let's take Grandma to the hospital. Grandma, I'll take you to Shigashi Hospital. I'll give you a piggyback ride.
No, I must do what the gods said. Once the family property is divided, I'll recover from my illness.
Exactly what is wrong with Grandma? What is ailing her?
My dear Shawan,
What?
divide the family property. Look at Grandma's condition. I can't add to your troubles anymore, my grandson.
Told them to get a healer for
Take
Grandma.
Grandma.
Why did you? This is feudalistic superstition. And you, get out of here. Get out. What are you waiting for? Send on to the
Divide
hospital.
the property.
How about we do this, Sholian?
What?
We will bring Grandma to Shigashi Hospital and ask the doctor to operate on her tummy right now.
What? No, I don't want an operation. Anan, I'm not sick. I was just pretending. Anan, just listen to your father and Julian. Let's divide the family property. Huh?
Amazing. You people are so good.
What?
My goodness. I've got white hair now.
Shawan?
What is it? Grandma's sick again? I'm telling you, Sholian. If you ever try that again...
You'll punch me? Shawan, you really do have white hair.
You don't say, no thanks to you.
Let me see. I'll help you. Where are they?
What are you doing? Are you looking for lice or white hair?
I can't find any.
Shawan! Shawan! Shawan!
What is it? What's the matter?
There has been a mishap at the brick factory.
What happened? What's the problem?
Shawan! Shawan!
Shawan!
Careful, be careful.
Are there problems with the bricks? What happened? What's the problem exactly? Huh?
Shawan! Be careful, will you?
Shawan,
Somebody tell me what's going on!
there are problems with the bricks. The bricks that were fired. Every batch we made is ruined.
The finished bricks that everyone put great effort into firing have become useless trash after they came out of the kiln. After laboring for a month, everything has been in vain. Shawan!
Oh, no, 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 no,
Shawan! No, no, no!
Don't you think you said something logical when we first met?
So you were just deceiving us this whole time?
Just a swindler.
Well, you had this coming, old
for a
man.
living.
Clay pot seller?
How dare you! You ruined me!
Dude, you might
I
kill
don't
him!
care if he dies! Those useless bricks you fight won't kill him, but it'll surely kill me
What's
in
the
the end!
use of hitting him? Will it turn bad bricks into good ones?
It's completely ruined all of us!
Go, run away!
No! Stop it! Yuan! Don't let him go!
Blame yourself for asking him to come from Hanan without checking him first. I told you not to give his wages, but you didn't believe me. Look what happened. A mishap. And that man, other than a headache, he's not lost a fortune.
Get lost!
He's taking the money and ran.
Enough
Why
already!
not leave? Who
Yuan!
will you depend on if I leave?
Get lost!
Hey, are you alright?
Let me go! I'm leaving!
What have I done wrong? Why won't you let me live?
Shawan.
Father, elder sister, you've come.
Something so serious has happened. How can we not come? Shawan, Shulian's going back to her home village. She's leaving first thing tomorrow morning. You will be able to stop her in time if you go now.
Don't bother. Let her go then.
Why are you acting that way?
What is she trying to do? She's walking out on me!
Father! Father!
Father, what are you doing? Put that
I'm
down!
going to dig up this stupid kiln. It's this kiln that has stolen my son's heart. It's destroying my son. I'm smashing it to pieces.
Father,
Don't stop
Father,
me.
What's the
Stop
point
it!
of digging up this kiln? I'm going to sell this brick making machine!
What?
What?
You're going to sell the brick-making machine?
What else can I do?
I've already signed a sales contract for the bricks. It's due in the next 2 days. I didn't realize the bricks would turn out like that. I can't make things difficult for the buyer.
Your wages to the people in the village. You have also not repaid your bank loan yet. What do you plan to do
I
now?
already told you, Father.
I said I'm going to sell this brick making machine, then use the proceeds to buy bricks from another brick factory to make good on the contract.
No way. See, someone has already ordered all of my bricks. I can't sell them to you.
I'm different from everyone else. I'm paying a higher price for your bricks. Come on.
A higher price? How much higher?
Well, that's for us to discuss, isn't it? Whatever you feel is fair. Otherwise, how about we make a deal? I'll refer all the customers that have signed contracts with me and I'll send them all to you because I'm quitting.
Okay. Well, these bricks are yours then.
It's a deal, all right? Please don't change your mind.
I won't.
I see you have a vehicle over there. Can you transport all these to the construction site that brought my bricks?
All right. No problem.
Oh, Mr. Sun!
I'm here to deliver the bricks.
Didn't I tell you?
What?
I'm giving you a few more days. I know what happened to your factory, Mr. Sen. I took care of that problem. Why did you still deliver them?
If you were to buy bricks on the spot, you'll pay a higher price. I can't make things difficult for you or you'll suffer a loss.
What happened to your brick factory anyway?
Oh, don't worry about that. Just get someone to take these bricks.
Come! Unload the bricks! Unload the bricks!
Father,
Julian has left already. When your dear grandfather was still alive, he said a poor ghost was buried in our ancestral grave. You're destined to be poor. On hindsight, he was right. You made the lighting ceremony so grand and spectacular, but in the end, you've been made the laughingstock of the entire village. Do you know why I didn't attend? I kept thinking, there are misfortunes in one's life, and when things are easy, it means a big disaster is waiting to happen. The poor ghosts in our ancestral grave can't escape. How can people overcome fate? With adequate food and clothes, life is good enough. You said you want to help the villagers, but now they've all become your creditors. It would appear that Tianfu Tang and Jin Jun Shan are better planners, because they just plan for their own family. But you worry about others. You are not a leader. Who are you to help other people? Soon they will come demanding to be paid. Then nobody would care about you.
Father, let's divide the property.
Father.
He wants to divide the property. Let's do it then.
But Father, that means Shawan will bear all the debts.
So much debt. How can he bear it on his own? But we can't do it in the future if we don't divide it now. We'll divide it first. Afterwards, we will help him. Pay the debt secretly. I've asked your uncle to send a telegram to Shaanxi. We'll do it when Shu Lian is back. A competent person will be competent and one that's not won't be. Shawan is competent. You'll be able to have a prosperous life in the future.
Hey, Shawan!
Oh, Chuanwu. Looking for me?
I hadn't seen you for a while recently, and I was a bit worried. I had to check on you. I know you're suffering inside. I don't feel like seeing anyone from the village.
So many things have happened recently. I just wanted to come here to have some quiet time. And to know what it's like to be a real peasant again.
I can't think of anything to say to persuade you. If you really need the money, please come seek me out. Even if it's just to pay a few people in the village. Shawad, these are trying times for you. I'm willing to help.
Thanks, Chuanwu. But I really can't take your money to repay my debts. I just can't.
You don't need to suffer like this.
No, but your assurance alone has given me a lot of confidence. If I'm truly unable to make it, I'll call on you for sure.
Wait, where's Shu Lian anyway?
I made her mad, so she returned to her home village. She left me.
Well, Shu Lian married you without a betrothal gift back then. All these years, she endured hardships with you. You can't not care for her just because of this matter. My advice to you is to patch things up with her. All right. Shawan, I'll go ahead.
Going somewhere?
You came back.
Why? Don't you want me back?
I do. I was thinking of going to Lu Lane to ask you to come back.
Father telegrammed me about dividing the property.
Your property will be deemed divided after you affix your thumbprints. According to the family property division document, Yuan is to provide for Yuha's retirement, but has to bear the debts himself.
I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Will you listen to me, please?
All right, speak.
I shouldn't have shouted at you and told you to get lost. I'm sorry. Please don't be angry. Lian. What's this?
Take a look.
Where did you get all this money?
Did you think I went away to complain about you? I borrowed money from my brother-in-law. That's 1,000 yuan. Go pay the wages of those compatriots with difficulty first. I'm not angry with you.
You did not abandon me.
I can't forget this wretched family. So how can I abandon you? Can you be nicer to me? Everything I do, it's all for you.
I know that. That means you waited until we divided the property before telling me about this. I've called each one of you to come here today so I can discuss your wages with you. Yes.
I went to Lu Lane a few days ago to borrow 1,000 yuan from my brother-in-law. The money is here. We can now pay everyone your wages according to the name recorded in our book.
So please pay attention. I'll read them out now, okay?
Shawan, Lian, I can't speak for them. But your second aunt and I did not do any hard labor, so I won't take any money.
That's right. We understand your situation, okay? We can get through this. We don't want that money.
That's right. I don't want it either.
That's right. We all understand your situation. We can get through this. We don't want that money.
He's right, Shawan.
That's right, we don't want that money!
See, everyone agrees. Please, everybody, be quiet. Calm down. Stop being a nuisance. Shawan, I thought you asked me to come here simply to help you again. But if you pay us, then that's it. We're really finished. Fugo is right. Don't accept your pay.
The lighting ceremony will now officially begin!
Light? What are you talking about?
Wasn't it held here the other day? Have you all forgotten? The county chief commended me. Said I was helping and supporting the poor and that I'm a model citizen. If I don't pay even a single cent now, won't I become the joke of Shuangshui village? This wage is unlike that in the past. You're now all waiting to use this money to buy fertilizer. If I don't pay you this life and death money, How can I live as a person in Shuangshui village? Isn't it because you all trust me that you've come to work at this brick factory site?
Shawan, aren't you in trouble now? We don't want our money.
If you had gone to work as a casual laborer for a month, you'd have earned the money for your fertilizer. Today, if you don't take your wages, you're slapping me, Sun Shawan, in the face. I started this brick business in good faith. So I, Sun Shawan, beg you, my compatriots, I beg all of you to ease my mind and accept your wages. All right? I'm begging you, take your money, you've earned it. All right, if you don't accept your wages, I'll kneel down and kowtow to you now. I feel so helpless right now. Not only am I unable to let my wife live a good life, I even let you borrow money from your brother-in-law. I wonder when life like that would finally come to an end.
Doesn't helping the people in the village mean you have foresight? Who doesn't need people when embarking on great ventures? Paying the wages means you've held on to those who have helped us. Just think, soon our brick kiln will restart. By that time, we still need their help. Once you pay them, they will feel at ease. Who will still want to leave? No one will want to leave then.
I must look at you with new eyes now.
We were able to pay the people's wages. But that's still not enough. Hey, Shawan. Think again. See if you can borrow some money from other sources.
I didn't tell you this. But while you were away, I met Yuan on the hills. He said he would lend me some money.
Why didn't you agree there and then?
I can't. I was so embarrassed at the time.
Silly, you have nothing to be embarrassed about. We're already at the lowest point of our lives. You should have taken his offer. It's better than...
Look at how
Shawan.
anxious you are. Just look at you. I am going to Qinxiawan in a few days' time to borrow money from Chuan Wu. Hurry and turn off the light. What else are you thinking? How much do you think I should borrow from Chuan Wu?
How much you borrow would depend on him, right? Don't think about it. Just go. Don't hesitate.
Father! Grandma's dead! Grandma's dead!
She's what? Grandma! Grandma! Why did you go just like that? Grandma! Grandma! Grandma!
Why are you crying? What's made you so anxious, huh? Huh?
Grandma, you're alive again?
Why? What happened? When did I die?
It's all Hooch's fault. I'll punch him when I get home. He said Grandma's dead. He really scared me to death.
You haven't heard the news, have you?
What news, Grandma?
I'm not the one who died. It's Mrs. Jin Sr. who died. She had fallen ill ever since. Yuan Wen got into trouble. She endured everything until last night. With Mrs. Jin's departure, I'm the only one left. I am the only elder left. No one else is there. It's sad.
Chuan Wu, my condolences.
Thank you. Why did you think of taking this step? I I heard you mention it before about you selling the machine to pay the workers' wages. Are you still thinking of ways to deal with the remaining debt?
To be honest, I wanted to come here and see you today to talk about that. I didn't expect Mrs. Chin Sr. to pass away.
What I said counts. I'll lend you the money.
Come on, let's not talk about this now. How can I do that? I wouldn't dare borrow money from you while you're in mourning. This funeral is so grand, you must have spent a lot of money.
To hold this funeral, I've pretty much spent every single cent that I've had.
I've thought about this. If I want to make progress, borrowing money from people will not work. One must stand on his own 2 feet.
I've come for your help.
What kind of help?
You know the situation Yuan is in. He's headed towards disaster. You're the village boss. You can't sit back and do nothing. Uncle, please help Yuan with his loan problem. You're the branch secretary. Your word carries more weight.
Yuan! You've now learned to get your wife to bring things to do things for you, huh?
Uncle, it's not him.
I just knew you'd be here.
Julian, leave the cake. Let's go.
What is he doing? Uncle, I'll be back.
Yuan, you came too late. The development committee of our province issued a batch of interest-free loans, but it's all been taken up. You can only get a machinery and equipment loan with the Bank of Agriculture. The monthly interest is 0.96%.
I'll take up that loan then. I want to continue to operate my brick factory business. I have to buy machinery.
Yes, but we're not the approving body. You have to submit the application to the county's Bank of Agriculture.
We can't do it here?
Not here.
What can we do then?
Maybe we can...
Don't talk nonsense, Yuan Shan. During the lighting ceremony, I remember I've said a few things. I said Yuan is a talent of our Shuangshui village, and I meant it. But now his business is in trouble because of a mishap. So, as an elder of the village branch secretary, I feel terrible. You and County Chief Mr. Zhao both attended the lighting ceremony. This means that you both support him.
Yes.
Now that it's become a mess, you don't care anymore?
No, it's just that we have limited authority.
How about this? What if I ask my brother to call both of you, huh?
Yes. You do that, Futa. Ask your family's Fuzhou to call them. I don't believe that this loan can't be issued here.
Uncle Futang, Uncle Dringshan, calm down. I'll call Mr. Zhou. Maybe he can make an exception.
Good.
With this every level approval, when will the loan be approved? I have to buy machinery, look for a master, and make sure the supply and marketing chain is continuous. It can't be done this way. Thank you, old schoolmate. I'll think of something else on my own. It can't be done this way.
What? Hey, Yuan!
Please think of something.
Good morning. Good morning.
Shaosha?
Huh? Teacher, Shaosha, where were you yesterday? You weren't in school, so you may not know the date. What is it? The date was set off for the provincial capital. It's at the end of the month. What's wrong? It's so soon. Yes, at the end of this month. You're about to become a reporter in our province. Shaosha, congratulations.
Thank you, teacher. I'm going to the provincial capital to report for work. I came to bid you farewell, but you are not here. You're still in your world, but I don't know if I can still reappear in your world.
Hey, Xiaoping, Xiaoxia's not here. She's been out since this morning. It's raining, but she didn't bring an umbrella with her. I don't know where she went.
I know where she is. Here.
What are you doing here?
I decided to wait it out here while it's raining. I didn't expect you to be here.
Sit down.
What are you doing here?
I'm about to leave and I feel a little sad about leaving. I wanted to come here for the last time. It reminds me of our school.
You're going to leave soon?
I was sitting quietly in the classroom. Suddenly, a female student standing by the door asked him to come outside. That's right. A female student asked him to come outside. And so he did. Outside, that female student said to him, "You know what? I've always wanted to tell you something. 10 years from now, let us meet once again."
Then the boy asked, "Why should we meet?" And the girl said, "Because I would like to know how you would look like by then. All these years, I've always liked you."
And the boy asked the girl, "Then all this time, why didn't you say you like me?" The girl said, "What's the point in telling you you like Nina so much?"
Looking despondent, the boy asked, "Then when and where shall we meet each other again?"
Let's meet at 8 o'clock on the night of May 29th, 10 years later. At the Grand Theater, right in the middle of that row of columns.
What if the row of columns are in odd numbers?
There are 8 columns. If by then my appearance is vastly different from what you see now, then take my picture from the past to help you identify me.
All right. But perhaps by then I would already have become a celebrity. In any case, I shall drive my sedan there.
Wonderful! Then you shall drive your little sedan and take me on a drive around the city and we'll have fun! Woo! Woo! And just like that, they parted afterwards. Time passed quickly. And the war took place. Once the war started, she dropped out of school and went to an aviation school. Then later, she died in combat.
Meanwhile, the man she loved all those years ago was lying on a hospital bed. Then, suddenly, he heard on the radio that Air Force Squadron leader Lu Yao was conferred the title of Soviet hero. This was that Soviet story, right?
Life must continue to progress. It's what the author wrote. It's sad, but it's true. Sometimes, when I suddenly recall our appointment, in the days leading up to the date of the appointment, I would suddenly feel nervous. There would be a strong sense of restlessness, as if in all those years past, I had been preparing wholeheartedly for this meeting of ours.
And then, on the day of their appointment, the man finally arrived in front of the Grand Theater on schedule. He bought a bouquet of lilies from the girl selling flowers and walked to the Grand Theater's row of columns right in the middle. He stood there momentarily, and the man gave the bouquet of lilies of the valley to a thin gray-eyed girl in sneakers, and then drove away.
In that precious moment, how I wish time could stand still, so I could reflect on myself reflect on the times I had lost, cherish the memory of that little girl in the mini dress, recapture the stupidity and ignorance of the soul in my youth, as well as those happiness and joys that I know I could have had, but unfortunately had lost in my life. But I can't turn back time. All that's left for me now are memories.
Zhenya Ludmila Zaitseva. The author was Yuri Najibin. It was published in that issue of Russian literature that you gave me.
Xiaoping, we are about to part, but I don't want our friendship to fall into pieces again. If it's possible, let's make a commitment here, just like the characters in the story. That on this day 2 years from now, at this very moment under the birch leaf bear tree, Xiaoping, regardless of where we are and what we are doing at that time, we will come back here to finally meet each other again.
We will.
We will always be best friends, okay?
Shall